Hello Cancer gang, how's it going? Welcome to my channel, Tarot Buddy Intuitive Teacup. We're doing a little bit of mood lighting here. The reason being, it's just so damn hot today. I don't want to turn. I have like a giant, it's like a professional lighting kit. And I'm not saying that to sound like a, oh, I'm so cool. I used to be a filmmaker, and so I have all these old lighting kits that I never use. And then when I started this channel, I was like, oh, that would be great for my videos. Anyway, I realize I'm rambling, but I'm shuffling up here. So anyway, yeah, I don't want to put on the giant lights, and I'm trying to give my air conditioner a break, so we're going to do some moody, dramatic lighting, but you're down for it, right, Cancer? All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to your August monthly tarot reading. The majority of this will be career and finances. The tail end will have messages of love. I will try and remember to timestamp, so for those who just want to jump to love are able to do so. The reason being that I usually do career and finances once a month. Love messages I tend to do usually weekly, so there's a lot more of those. So if you want extra messages on love, if whatever I do at the end isn't enough for you, feel free to visit some of those weekly readings. I really don't do like time-specific readings. I mean, I do them as a system of organization, but you could watch something from a year ago that might still resonate with your circumstance now. That's just how tarot works, right? Everybody's kind of on a pattern. We're just at different spots along our spiritual journey. So anyway, long story short, check those out if you're interested. Let's get some messages for Cancer regarding career and finances. All right, so are you walking away from something that has reliable or steady income? Are you walking away too soon, Cancer? Which I'm actually happy to give you that message, because I feel like a lot of the times I'm giving you the reverse. So I guess just for my own peace of mind, I don't always want to be giving you the same messages. Are you walking away from Ten of Pentacles? Are you walking away from or rejecting the idea of going into the family business? Some of you. Also teachers, some of you have decided you don't want to teach, you don't want to work with students or children or families, or it could even be counseling. You don't want to work with families anymore. That could also indicate, it sounds like the mafia, welcome to the family. It might also mean that you don't want to work you don't want to be one of many. It could be that you're wanting to go towards entrepreneurship or do something on your own, or with less people involved is sort of what I'm getting. What I'm getting from that, though, it's a real catch-22, because you're not passionate about what you're leaving. So for that, I applaud you for seeking more, what is the term? For seeking more pleasure and enjoyment in what you do. That's crucial. That's important for us to grow and thrive and be happy, right? That's important. But what you're walking away from, though, is Ten of Pentacles. So typically that means money is pretty good. So here's the thing. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying you'll probably already know if this is your story. Some of you are thinking about taking a financial risk to go off and do something. And again, I'll pull cards for that. But because what's sort of the underlying energy is the devil, something about the energy isn't sitting right with me. Unless it has to do with maybe a Capricorn. Overall, what's motivating this forward movement is like almost an obsessive thought of, I gotta get out of here, I gotta get out of here, I gotta get out of here. And okay, cool, find a way to get out of there. But are you doing it in a way that's very drastic or very dramatic, or I don't know why it's being relayed to me this way, but poorly thought through, or like a lower vibrational, like the devil inside of you, like the devil's getting the best of you, and like I don't know if it's a darker thought, but there's something, what is a good word for it? Influencing, thank you. There's something influencing your leaving this place, but it's not necessarily for most of you, it's not coming from a higher vibrational thought. It's like, I'm at my end's wit, but I don't know. I guess the reason why I'm like, are you sure it's the right time, is because the money is good. And I'm going to be very honest with you, that's not always a reason to stay, Cancer, but because you have multiple factors indicating you're walking away from something where the money, or maybe like the family dynamic, the friends group is potentially good. And also the reason you're leaving, unless your boss is like a devil, maybe it's that. But I'm being called, and this Eight of Cups, it seems like you're going into the darkness too. There's a darker energy there. So I guess I'm being called to caution you, make sure you're not going to fuck yourself. Like, essentially, sorry for the language, but let's say shoot yourself in the foot. Make sure you don't cut off your resources, your funds, especially during a pandemic, right, Cancer? I mean, let's just call it a spade a spade. I'm never one to be like, stay where it's comfortable, don't take risks. In fact, tarot really promotes the opposite. Tarot is all about doing the thing you never thought you could do. I'm not saying there won't be a time in which you can leave this situation, but for some of you, and again, I'm reading for the month of August. These are messages the universe wants you to hear in August. It's not necessarily things you need to take action on. That's entirely up to you. You're always in the driver's seat. But if you're thinking about leaving during the month of August, yeah, I would maybe... I'm not even going to say don't. I'm going to say really think about it. Really think it through. I heard delusion or an illusion. If some of you are starting your own business, you may be, I just have to say, you may be overconfident that because you had a good month, it means, several months coming forward, it's just going to go up, 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 up. Again, I hate to be like, I'm just trying to be the voice of reason with what the cards are telling me to say. You may have had a lucky break, and that's freaking awesome, and that should be such a great motivator for you, but you're going to hit a locked door again. So if you're thinking about leaving a job that is your total and main source of income, Cancer, really consider the repercussions of that, and maybe it's fine. Maybe you're married to someone who money is not an issue and they're encouraging you. Maybe you have great family support to start this business, and if that's the case, maybe this represents you being harnessing that work hard, almost workaholic Capricorn energy. That's cool, but even to that, I'll say don't exhaust yourself. By cutting off 10 of Pentacles, I just don't want you to shoot yourself in the foot, Cancer. And my Cancers who watch me regularly know I don't give you that message a lot, so that is very specific to this reading. Usually it's the opposite. It's like, Cancer, why are you staying? Why are you still there? This is like, are you sure it's time to leap? Like, look before you leap. That's sort of what's going on here. And you're unhappy about something. I understand. You're not happy with either a person you work with, particularly an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you're just not feeling like you get paid enough, or you feel like it's a waste of your energy and your efforts. You have your sights set on something new, but the universe is saying hold back a little bit. And I don't know why, and I mean, it's going to be different for everyone, but I'll see what I can get for you. Yeah, because there's a Tower moment. So you have 10 of Pentacles again. There will be something new that will offer you more value or wealth, but you haven't graduated yet. And maybe literally for some of you, right? If you're still in school, maybe some of you are thinking about jumping ship from, I don't know if you're doing online courses or what, but maybe some of you went to get a degree and it's too much, it's overwhelming. Even so, if that's the case, the universe is saying just a little bit longer. And I really do think that. Eventually, there's multiple cards indicating to me that something is going to pop, something is going to burst, but it's not there yet. And maybe it has to do with what's going on globally, right? A lot of things have shut down or been put on pause. There might be something that the universe is actually trying to save you from by keeping you where you are a little bit longer. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. Like, it's absolutely clear to me. Four of Pentacles. I don't like this card. I'll be honest with you. Four of Pentacles, it's the comfort zone. It's sometimes the miser card. It's, not giving anything so that you can receive more blessings. It's holding on to things very tightly. It's with your pincers, right? Your little crabby claws. Here, though, it's like Cancer. Just give it a minute. Like, this career spread is like, hold on just a second. So I gotta be honest, I already feel like I lost a lot of you because it's not what you want to hear, but I mean, I hope it's helpful to those who are going to stick around for it. Your Ace of Pentacles, this new building block, some of you are going to be getting a raise. Or some sort of, if it's not a raise or a promotion, though for a lot of you it is, yeah. It takes you to the next level, and it comes with a lump sum of money. It may offer you new responsibilities that you actually find more intriguing. You may be asked to take over a different sector or a different part of the project, or something is actually coming to you, and okay, thank you, Spirit. That's why you're being told to stay. What you view as the same shit, different day, Cancer, that's your mentality. There's like a dark headspace here. You feel blocked. You feel like your growth has stopped. You feel like this is my life and there's nothing ever going to change. Flat out, you're wrong. For some of you, this is going to be a happy tower, a happy surprise. Just when you thought you knew everything, essentially just when you thought you were stuck in the darkness and it was never going to get better, the world and the Ten of Pentacles comes in the form of a new offer. This could also indicate too, if it doesn't come from the same place you're working at, maybe you know for certain there's no room for growth or whatever, okay, maybe by holding off another 2 weeks, another 2 months, another whatever, something good is coming to you, but this is almost saying it's not really in your control when it comes. It's meant to be a surprise that the universe is for a lot of you, I have to be honest, yes, this is a tower, but this might be a blessing of a tower. And I said something very similar to Virgo, so if you have strong Virgo placements in your chart, or maybe this relates to someone you work with who is a Virgo, that might intersect with you somehow, Cancer. Or it might intersect with your storyline. And I do have a card, to me, something about this card does kind of shout out Virgo. The door to spirituality, the door to spiritual awakening. You guys may be moved into a new office or a new building. You may get relocated and all of a sudden you don't have a commute anymore, and it changes everything because you have, 3 hours of your life back. There is important changes happening, so don't shoot yourself in the foot by getting too antsy, because a new blessing is coming to you, Cancer, in the form of Ten of Pentacles, probably a good amount of money, or something that offers growth and longevity, and it recognizes you as the center of the world. It could be that you're in a position where things operate around you, I'm sort of getting like a leadership position where the company, I'm getting orbit, something about the orbiting of the planets or the people, whatever it is. You orchestrate it all. Maybe you're literally a music conductor, right? There's something about that where you become the center. Or if you feel like you're just not noticed, for a lot of you, that might be it. You may feel like you get the short end of the stick, or just, like you feel like you're constantly being overlooked and that your hard efforts aren't appreciated. Again, this is a card of, hey, everybody look at that naked woman. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's a refocus on you. And the way I said that too, I'm thinking refocus about lenses. I say this to you a lot, don't I? Filmmakers, photographers, something about the camera lens. If you work in front or behind a camera, something about that will have a nice paycheck attached to it. It could be an opportunity that comes out of nowhere. Maybe you're a photographer. Maybe you've been struggling. Maybe your portraits, your paintings, your pictures are not selling. And then all of a sudden you have a client that, commissions you to do 10 at once. Do you know what I mean? There's a surprise factor here. And maybe that surprise factor is positive, but maybe it brings an ending to something that you weren't particularly happy with. But it's not here yet. I keep being told to tell you that. The ground is frozen. You have to wait for it to thaw. Things are not growing right now. So it's like you just got to trudge through the snow a little bit longer. This is a metaphor, of course, but it's a harsh winter, right? For everyone, right? This pandemic, it's a harsh winter. Power through it a little bit longer, because then things start to heat up, Cancer. That's exactly what this is. You have the Page of Shields, which is the Page of Pentacles, right? You have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Shields, the Four of Cups. There's a lot of let's just stay here, let's hunker down and try and get through this together. You don't seem to be completely alone. So you do have the Emperor. I love that. Yeah, for a lot of my Cancers who don't feel noticed at work, there is going to be a blessing that comes your way, and it comes in the form of some sort of offer that's going to make you happier. Some of you may be working with an Aries. Some of you may, and it might go opposite, some of you may be working with an Aries that you don't like. And so maybe there may be an offer to work with an Aries or someone who's very high up in power in the company. You may not choose to take that offer because you don't like that person. That's going to be for some of you. For others of you, your boss does see you, or your supervisor, whoever is above you, they are looking at you. They're actually very aware, more so than you think, Cancer. You may have written this person off as someone who's foolish or someone who has poor leadership skills. They're waiting for the right time to bring you on board, or they're waiting for the right time to give you some sort of offer. Again, it could be a title change, it could be a pay raise, it could be something. You're absolutely dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag, someone who has a lot of power, and maybe you don't work for them yet. Maybe this is your new offer. It's, again, Four of Pentacles. You have all these fours, comfort zone, safety zone. It's not the most exciting. Fours are kind of like, but there's stability there, and for some reason, Cancer, you're being told to stick with stability. I hate to say it, guys, I'm just being honest, don't be stupid. Don't walk away from a job that is paying your bills when you don't have anything to replace it with, right? And if something comes in tomorrow that's offering you the same salary and good benefits or whatever is important to you, Cancer, by all means, jump on that shit. Do you know what I mean? Don't go off into the darkness not knowing what awaits you, Cancer, because I just keep getting from this spread, there's going to be a blocked door. It's something about like the key doesn't fit. Just when you think you're about to open the next opportunity, there's a delay. So again, hunker down a little bit longer. You're almost there. Yeah, okay. So for my Cancers who are really frustrated by this is where you're at. You're 10 of Wands. The universe is recognizing and acknowledging this is not fun for you. I get it, Cancer. You're not happy here, but look how freaking close you are to making it to that castle, to that next opportunity where you can unload this heavy burden, where you can let go of all this baggage and bullshit, where you can leave a job that offers you nothing else, something that feels, it makes you numb, or it feels soulless. It's agonizing. You're not enjoying it. I would never tell you to stay at a job like that. I would tell you to hold out until the next opportunity knocks. But you know what, Cancer? Again, you're in the driver's seat. You can do whatever you want, but all these cards continue to confirm to me, you could drop this right here in the middle of the road, but, you know, in metaphor, who's going to pick you up? It's just you on that road. If you're hitchhiking, you're going to be waiting a long time, and that's exactly what the Three of Wands says. There's waiting involved here. You're waiting for your ships to come in. I can't say it any other way, Cancer. Don't make any unthought out decisions, any decisions made in haste without thinking logically. All this pentacle energy, practicality is what's important here. Building blocks. Take it a bite at a time, a step at a time, a piece at a time. Don't just, I'm sorry guys, it's like, don't just jump. This isn't a SOS, save yourself. This is like, I mean, I guess it is in a sense. It's like save yourself in the viewpoint, I guess, of look out for yourself. Some of you are dealing with a selfish fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you're waiting for the promotion or acknowledgement from them and they're not giving it to you right now. Keep powering through though, Cancer. It's not the time to jump ship right now. This is such a frustrating reading for me too, because I feel that you guys are not in this anymore, and yet it's like there's sun trying to peek through the clouds, but I don't know if there was a missed opportunity that maybe it's going to come back around again. And I mean, you never really miss out on an opportunity. I just want to be clear about that, right? You know, what's meant to be yours will be yours. It's just the timeline may differ from when you were expecting or anticipating it. Some of you need to just like chill and meditate and breathe. You're like, even my energy during this reading, it's frustrating. It's like you just want to shake somebody and be like, why don't you give me the promotion? Why don't you see me? Why don't you acknowledge me? Universe sees you. The universe is acknowledging you. They recognize that you're a good team player. But this is a message for some of you too. You feel like an outcast though. You feel like you don't fit in with the people you work with. Oh, Cancer. You overhear conversations of, I don't know if it's your coworkers or wherever or whoever you work with, and you feel like you're not included, or you just feel different, like you don't see things the way these other people do. It's because you're innovative, Cancer. It's because you think differently. It's because you're King of Swords in this deck. And that's not usually a Cancer card, but it's saying to me, you're smarter, you're wiser. So, you know, don't let that go to your ego, but it's saying, that cheesy expression, you were not born to fit in, you were born to stand out. So yeah, don't get frustrated. Don't get stuck in devil energy of why doesn't anyone like me, and a little bit like woe is me. That Four of Cups, right? That really isn't going to help you. Know that this is a time in your life where things are transitioning. Things are changing, but because it's earth energy, it's painfully slow and you don't always see it. You don't go out and will the flower to grow each day, right? You plant it, you give it some sunlight, some water, you nurture it every day, right? But one day it pops to the ground and you're like, oh my gosh, isn't this beautiful? That's what's going to happen. That's your tower moment. There's going to be a moment where pennies fall from the sky. Sort of, though, right? I mean, you guys know I'm joking. There's a point where the universe understands that you graduated. You graduated from this mundane, what is the word? Banality? Is that the right word? I don't even know if that's the right word. This boring ass job, this boring ass position, maybe it's just a project. Maybe it's not your entire career. Maybe it's a very specific project. Universe realizes that it's not fun, but I just keep getting like rejection is divine protection. If there's an opportunity that you didn't get and you were like, crap, I thought that was the one, it's gonna come back, but it's gonna be better. It's going to be better suited for you. Don't shoot yourself in the foot by distancing yourself or cutting yourself off from a flowing money source. Again, this is your monthly reading, Cancer. It might be different next month, but right now it's like, stay where you are. You got your buddies, you got the warmth of the fire, you got a supply of food. Hang in there, right? Stay where it is comfortable, because there's something about this. I don't even love this message, Cancer. I'm frustrated for you hearing this. This is not what I would want to hear, but for some reason or another, it's serving you in a greater capacity. Let's get more specific. Cancer, I can feel you're frustrated. Whoa. 4 of Cups. 4. The number 4 is going to be significant to you guys. You are the 4th house of the zodiac, right? Maybe there's another Cancer involved here. Maybe there's going to be an unexpected bill that requires a lot of your money that you're not anticipating. You know, God forbid, a car accident, a hospital bill, something like that. And again, just examples. I'm not seeing that in your cards, right? This tower could be something unexpected that impacts you financially. And so even though Spirit wants you to go after your passion projects and wants that side hustle to develop and grow, this may hit you unexpectedly, and you're going to be thanking sweet baby Jesus that you didn't cut off your main source of income. Does that help, Cancer? That's something. That's an example of why you're being kept here. It's not just for the hell of it. It's not just universe punishing you. There's a greater reason behind this. Your spouse may end up losing their job too. And I say too, I actually don't necessarily see a firing for you, Cancer. I would tell you if I did. Right now, I don't see that. There might be something involving a family member where they need your help, or they may even ask to move in with you if they lose their job or something of the sort. You may be asked to tend to someone else. And again, you don't have to. But again, there may be a majority of you like, oh, well, thank God I'm in a good place where I can lend a helping hand, where I can help my brother with his rent this month. Or do you know what I mean? There's a greater reason behind it, and it's good karma, isn't it? You know, what you put out into the universe, you get back times 3. So, lending somebody $100, that may just come back to you, 3 times later. Do you know what I mean? Some of you want to open up like a tattoo parlor, or do something with body art or jewelry, or kind of eccentric, I don't even know how to explain it, eccentric like costuming or hair design, very like cutting edge. I think I heard very Aquarius. So like we're talking like mohawks and body piercings and tattoos, and like punk scene is sort of what I'm seeing. I don't know if that has something to do with like a music group, or if you're a fashionista or a fashion photographer, or I don't know, maybe you're working on a film or something that involves that. That's a good match for you. It's a good fit. But 5 of Cups has come up twice too. 5 of Cups is about hardship. It's about loss. It's about disappointment. What I just said, all those careers, those artsy kind of punk rock, gothic, whatever you want to call it, that's a good match for you. But you know what it is? It's like there isn't a supply and demand for that right now. We're not going out getting tattoos or body piercings. We're not going to fashion shows. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what it is. It's like you can be working on that behind the scenes, but it's not going to be your main source of income right now, Cancer. So then you have the Wheel of Fortune coming in. with your Aries, with the fire king or queen, fire sign, who you felt like didn't see you or ignored you or brushed you aside or wasn't including you, if you were made to feel like the other, the weirdo, the alien, the extra. This almost feels like high school, like when you're sitting at the cafeteria table by yourself, you know, hoping the popular kid talks to you, which, you know, I have my whole other narrative about that scenario. But anyway, that's what this feels like. This fire king, who I have to say, Cancer, you've written off as someone who's the devil, someone you don't like. And maybe rightfully so. Maybe they're not a good person, but they may reach out to you with an opportunity or need your help on something, and it's going to be a game changer. This may come from a brand new opportunity. This could be your Ace of Pentacles. This could be someone who reaches out to you in a month or two regarding some new project that is probably financially exciting. This tower is not bad. This tower is not bad for most of you. This tower is coming through to, again, remind you, don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't make impulsive decisions the way an Aries would. Sorry to all my Aries cross-watchers. I was literally told to say that. That's Aries, right? That exploding volcano. Don't get so angry that your emotions start to rule your decision-making. Impact or impair your abilities to make decisions with logic, with reason. Earth energy, pentacles, slow moving, practicality. There's a lot of fire in you right now, Cancer. It's angry, it's like nervous, you may have gotten into an argument or a disagreement with your spouse, with your boss, with your coworker, and it's simmering and it's saying, don't let it burst. You don't don't say something out of, you know what I'm saying, impulse that you're gonna regret later. That's all this is. It's a warning. It's not a fear-based reading, guys. I will say this whole thing of my boss doesn't see me, they overlook me, they don't appreciate me, you're right. I see that right now. They probably don't, but they're going to. This is the exact same card. Coming up with the Wheel of Fortune and then swift, rapid action and communication. Some of you are dealing with a Libra or a fire sign. A lot of you, literally, look at this card. A lot of you work at a place that feels like a boys' club or a girls' club or whatever that is for you. I am being told to say something about gender. Maybe there's discrimination stuff going on. It's going to change. That's exactly what this says. It's going to change for the positive because, and this may indicate too, there could be new representation or new leadership that takes over. There could be cuts. There could be cutbacks. There could be reshuffling of the organization of something about this. There's either new leadership that comes in that is very beneficial to my Cancers, possibly money too, Wheel of Fortune, or it could indicate that your person who didn't see you before or didn't acknowledge your efforts and hard work, that changes. Maybe it's the same person, maybe it's the same leadership, but all of a sudden they're like, hey, Cancer, hell of a job on that last deal. Let's put you in this position next time around. Like, I just heard next quarter. So let's see, what quarters? Let's break the year up into fours. Let's see, we got April, May, June, July, August. So, okay, so possibly Leo season. You do have some Leo energy coming up here. Things may start to shift next quarter. So Leo season ends one of the quarters, right? Is that right? August? No, I'm not doing this right. It's 3 months. Sorry. I can do math. January, February, March, April, May, June. Okay, so that's your birthday season. July, August, September. Okay, September. Something may happen in September. Do I have any Virgo cards here? Yeah, I do. A door may unlock for you in September. Maybe you're going to be working with a Virgo. Didn't I say that at the beginning of your reading too? There will be justice. Interesting. If you work for, and I usually don't make this a gender thing, but the Emperor may switch. I almost said may switch genders, so you'll know if that's your message as well. My Cancers. Interesting. I'm not laughing at this by nature of it being funny. It's just an unusual message. Cross-dressing. Or what do you call that? Like gender reassignment. That could be someone you're working with, right? If it's not that, and for most of you it isn't, but that is for one or two of you. And yeah, that whole idea of costuming and makeup and punk scene and goth look, it's changing the way we view physical appearance. Some of you may be doing like very drastic makeovers, or maybe you work in a profession where you do, I don't know, maybe you do monster makeup. Or do you understand what I mean? That's a theme in this reading in terms of a topic of like careers for some of you. let me get back to my original point. Some of you may be going from a masculine leadership to a more feminine leadership, and with that brings justice and a redistribution of power and wealth. Pretty cool. That's a really cool message. Go female empowerment. I love my guys. I love all the men out there. You know I do, but hell yeah to female empowerment. I am stoked to see that, Cancer. It might be a lot of Aries. And even if it is a male, it could be someone who has more feminine qualities, so they're much more compassionate. They're much more receptive to hearing your ideas, right? They don't have their head up their ass, is what I'm saying. Because before they were not given in. Before the leadership, or whoever you work with, this could be a partner, there's rocky waters there. There's waves. And I think that's why a lot of you want to leave. Again, maybe you're being told to hang in there because things are going to change and you don't even know it, Cancer, and somehow this really benefits you. You go in places, kid. You have 10 of Pentacles twice, so let's just call that out, right? Money doesn't look terrible unless you do something foolish. That's all I know, Cancer. I'm sorry, it's not being any more specific. There could be wow. All right, yeah. You guys are going to be fine. Let me just show you. 10 of Pentacles, twice. Wheel of Fortune, twice. Cancer, are you sure you want to leave that shitty job tomorrow? Can you hold on another month? Can you hold on another year? I'm just asking the question. I'm just posing the question, Cancer. Your future looks bright, but again, if this tarot reading at all resonates with you, you're going to hit a roadblock if you make any sort of decision out of impulse and lower vibration. And Cancer's like, let's be honest, you're a water sign, right? You think intuitively, but you think with your emotions, and that is a beautiful quality, but it sometimes fucks you over, doesn't it? Have you ever said something that you instantly regretted, or said something and then days later you were like, fuck, I overreacted? That's what this is saying. Just think about it. It's not saying you're in the wrong to feel pissed off, neglected, to feel like you deserve more. Probably because you do. But don't let that go to your ego, because, yeah, it's like you give up your power to these negative thoughts of almost victim mentality, and that doesn't serve you on your financial path. Or on your financial path is what I said. What I meant to say was spiritual path, but I mean, I said that for a reason, right? 5 of Pentacles can sometimes be victimization. It's thinking everything or nothing good ever happens to me. Everything is so hard. But to that, I'm also being called to say, you can always find someone who has it harder than you, Cancer. So live in that mentality. It's okay to take a break. Give yourself a break. Take a sick day from work. Take a mental health day. Absolutely. Feed your mind, body, and spirit, right? That's your machine. You got to keep it running and treat yourself nicely. But you need to be in the mentality of it could always be worse, because that's going to keep you vibing high, okay? 8 of Pentacles. There's a change in leadership for a huge majority of my Cancers, or somebody softens. Maybe your boss gets in trouble with HR, and all of a sudden there's like this Wheel of Fortune. It's like the tables turn, and all of a sudden they're like a whole new person. Again, for the better. Wheel of Fortune. You also have the Magician, manifesting the life of your dreams. You have 2 of Cups. There could be romantic partnership or collaboration with a Capricorn at work. You have a lot of fire signs in terms of like positions around you, particularly your boss. Lots of fire energy, or maybe Libra energy. And there's something about gender inequality, and that's going to change too. If you work on a team with all dudes, you may have had to perform the idea of being just one of the guys. That's going to change. You got to be true to who you are. That whole thing of feeling excluded or feeling different, again, you were meant to stand out. You were meant to be the trailblazer of your specific area, to be like, let me show you how I do it. And essentially it's like you show them the light. You show them the way, Cancer. There's going to be a new judgment call on the way things are done. Yeah, you're forcing people by showing them how you do it to step up, and I don't know if it's work harder or do things in a different way, but you're the mom of the zodiac, right? So maybe you're teaching people to be more kind and compassionate, to care more about what they do. And Cancers typically are very hard workers, so I'm not sensing that you're slacking off. The only thing I'll say is, because you're growing bored, that might be showing more than you think. So again, just tighten it up, Cancer. A little bit longer. There's good fortune, there's good reward for you coming. Love? Yeah, let's do love messages. This is a long one. Cancer. All right, we're going to do short love messages. Again, the reason being that I do weekly love messages, so check those out too, but we'll throw some love messages down. I realized I didn't even give you guys my intro, so it's too late now, but essentially what I've already reiterated, you're in the driver's seat of your life. Don't give up your power to a tarot reading, to a tarot reader, right? Use your logic, use your intuition, right? What else do I have to tell you? I don't even remember. I'm so in your reading right now. Check the box below. That'll answer a lot of your questions. Why even bother at this point, right? My tried and true have stuck with me. I feel you guys out there, my Cancers. God bless them. Happy birthday. I know we're out of Cancer season by the time you're watching this, but today's actually the last day of Cancer season when I'm recording it. Sending so much love to my Cancers out there. I'm definitely not biased. I love all the zodiac signs. Ooh, you got new love with an air sign and a water sign. You got 2 aces right out the gate. Oh, you have a decision to make. Oh, did you see that fly? My Cancers don't want to hear that. And something about in flight, too. So someone may be flying in an airplane to go see you, or vice versa, you may be flying to go see someone. But I think, quite clearly, Cancer, you got a decision to make. Matters of the heart, right? Very likely between two different zodiac signs, obviously. Let me rephrase that. Between specifically air and water. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I almost said Taurus, though. And I don't know why, but all right. Let's get more on that. Cancer. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. Who's your wish? Some of you are neither going to choose the water sign or let me rephrase. Of those 2 choices I just presented you with, it doesn't have to be those zodiac signs, mind you. Some of you are going to reject both those 2 options because you're holding out for your wish. You're holding out for your Pisces. You're holding out for your wish fulfillment. Let's get one more card there. What is Cancer's wish here? You want to have your cake and eat it too. Okay, so for some of you, your wish is to have both. You want 2. You want electricity, you want passion, you want wild hot sex with your earth sign, your potentially male earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, that's in the cards for some of you, as the boner card shows itself. You got Kings, Cancer, so whether you're male or female, you absolutely have 2 people coming through. 2 aces, 2 kings. Certainly you could be the King of Cups, but either way, you still have earth and air here. So interesting, your career and finances was just littered, for lack of a better term, with fire signs. There's not a lot of fire here aside from this, which is representing passion and sex. The wish fulfillment with the tower, the reason we would want a tower is because it's electric. It's adventurous, it's fun, it's scary, it keeps it fresh and new, but it's my orgasm card too. So and it came out with this, so that says to me you want, sorry if you have virginal ears, but you want really fantastic sex is what's coming through. It did come out right after my Earth King, so again, it could be female too, but Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Hot sex, that came out over your wishes. So maybe some of you are in a relationship where it feels very sterile. It feels very cold. Maybe you've lost passion with your water sign, and so you might be looking elsewhere. Again, specifically earth, but earth and water is coming through very strong. Messages of love and communication, potentially from someone who, I suppose it could be from someone who blocked you or someone who you've had a difficult standing with. On again, off again type shit, or someone who, hot and cold is what I'm getting. 1 minute they're in, the next minute they're out. I will say this, you will probably hear from this person again, but it might be damaging to your psyche. This might be a person who's constantly playing games, and the way the Knight of Swords came out with bloody scissors, Cancer, do you see that? This is not a healthy relationship, particularly with a Gemini or a Libra. So again, you'll know if it's your story. I'm not saying all Gemini and Libras are bad, right? You may have multiple, right? You could have 2 of each for all I know. You know the one that drives you crazy, but the one who pains you, the one who stabbed you in the back or who hurt your heart, the one who sets your heart on fire. Yeah, it would not be someone brand new. With Page of Wands coming through here. For a lot of you, it's a Leo. A Leo that burns you. Or a Leo that literally has an unusual burn scar. This is not something I'm predicting. This is just like something you've noticed about their physical appearance. Something about it might be unusual. That might be your whole punk rocker thing coming in here. For those who jump to love, this won't make sense. But in the career thing, there was this whole thing about body piercings and tattoos and like spiked hair that's like dyed purple and like something about that. That may have to do with your Leo. That could be the profession they work in. There's a Leo from the past, but for some of you, not for all of you, it's a painful relationship that continues to poke and prod and needle you. Oh, this is kind of a dark message. It could be someone who has, Cancer, this is a heavy one, who has had suicidal thoughts. It might be someone in your past like that, and maybe that is, your connection is like you don't want to let them go because you're worried about their psyche. This person it's a very dark card, I gotta be honest with you guys. The other thing I was going to say is that they may have a very specific scar on their body. So again, that relates to what I just said. But it might just be an unusual birthmark, or just, something somebody was born with, or even like a cleft lip or something very specific. And I guess that's just offering confirmation to some of you so you know that it's your message. I don't know why I'm being told to say that. It might be your Leo or an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And with 6 of Cups, it's someone from your past. You have a soul contract with this person. It doesn't mean they're your soulmate for life, though it could be, right? But it's saying that you have unfinished business with them, and this cycle will continue until it's dealt with properly. And it may even be like ancestral karma. There may be something about that specific, I do almost want to say turbulent relationship with this person, where your relatives, your ancestors, generations ago, were always something about it. It's an alignment. It's like ancestral karma, Cancer. And maybe you're the one to break the cycle. 9 of Wands. Yeah. Maybe you're the one to bring healing to it, right? This is the wounded warrior. Good Lord, Cancer. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. A lot of you are dealing with someone who, I'm sorry, this is so heavy, but who has like suicidal thoughts. Don't make it your story if it's not, right? That's a very specific message. I don't even really feel comfortable relaying that because that clearly involves like psychology and professionals, right? But again, it's a confirmation for those who know if that's your person or not. They may even have PTSD, something like that. It could be something in their mind that's a little bit off. Psychosis, I just heard. Cancer, that's a heavy one. I don't even really want to touch that too much more. Again, it's just confirmation if you know if that's your person. I don't mean to leave you hanging. You're going to hear from them again. That's what I get from that. Tell me about this potential water sign that Cancer's interested in. I'm being called to say always love yourself, in case that's you. But if it's a water sign, let's find out from my Cancers. Whoa, 10 of Cups. I love it. It's probably a Pisces. A lot of you have a Pisces that's very excited about you. Possibly a Sagittarius. And you were all over Sagittarius's reading. Not the last one, but I think the one before. They had like 8 Cancer cards. It was insane. But what's the deal with that, though? So are you already married to this water sign and you're going to decide to move away? That's the thing. The water sign or the Pisces is very keen about you, Cancer, but some of you Cancers are like, I'm not sure. And that could be for my Cancers who have options between the water sign and the air sign, right? You may be closing out a cycle with your water sign, your Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and looking for new love, but you're juggling. I just saw 2 of Cups and 2 of Pentacles, and you have 2 Aces. A lot of my Cancers have options. For some of you, neither option is the one you truly want. Some of you, the one you truly want is the fire sign or the earth sign who's not giving you the time of day. You're very sexual earth sign. Probably a Capricorn. Am I right, Cancer? I'm just kidding. Something about that is important. Something about the color yellow is important. Someone who wears yellow a lot, or again, it could be a Leo, the sun. Something about yellow, or a yellow dog, a yellow lab, a golden retriever. I don't know what that is. Some of you are thinking about getting a dog. Oh, or you may have a dog that passed. Oh, Cancer, that's a heavy one. I'm sorry. I don't predict death. You guys know that, but you'll know if it's your message. Spirit is acknowledging that was someone you loved. Aww. Some of you are having like a memorial for your dog. That's the cutest. Oh, Cancer. Yeah, you lost someone. And it could have been someone with like yellow hair, if that makes sense. Yeah, it was a tower moment. You may have lost them unexpectedly or suddenly. It could even have been a child, and this would have been years ago. I'm not predicting this. Yeah, something. It could have been a best friend when you were a child, suddenly passed, or you had a tower moment with them, and it's coming up in your spread now. This would have happened years ago, but Spirit is saying you haven't really healed from it. Spirit is also saying if you're dealing with someone who passed on to another realm, right, if they're no longer here on Earth, they're saying you can still talk to them, Cancer. Why haven't you? Break out your tarot cards. Start having a conversation with them. For a lot of you, it's either your mother or it's a Taurus or a Libra. Or it could be your father, too. Yeah, the minute I say mother, then the father card comes out. Yeah, a lot of you are going to go from your water sign and start a new beginning with your air sign. Because there's more reciprocity, at least right now, with the air sign. And you may have multiple Pisces. There's a Pisces that you don't know how you feel about. I think you have two. One is a little bit more goofy and kind of probably fantastic, exciting sex, but maybe unpredictable in that you don't like that. The other one, it feels like they want you to commit, but you're not ready to commit to that person. You'd rather be single. They might be too nerdy for you. You something about the Girl Scout. They may be like you. They're too pure. They're too innocent for Cancers, like Girl Scout, Boy Scout. Literally, they may have been that in their youth. You may have been that in your youth too. Something about the troop leader. I don't know what that means, but yeah, you're not ready to commit to one. But here's the thing, Cancer. I can't feel too bad for you because you have options, and if you don't now, again, you will. So you have Virgo, you have Pisces, you have Aquarius, you may have Aries sometimes. Sometimes that's an Aries card. You have the Tower twice. You have Capricorn, you have Pisces twice, you have Leo. Yeah, you got a lot of, as I say, you got a lot of options. Boom, there you go, Cancer. You got options. I told you what I know, but I'm going to wrap it up. If you want more love messages, check out some of my other weekly love readings. There's a bajillion of them. They're all still good. Don't discriminate based on the week you're watching this, right? I hope this was helpful to you, Cancer. Thank you so much for supporting me and my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. I will see you beautiful Cancers later for more tarot. Bye, guys.